Hello, young learners. Today, we are going to hear an amazing story. It's about a man named Donald Trump. He was a businessman who became the President of the United States. Listening to his story will help you learn English easily. So, let's begin. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York. He was the fourth of 5 children. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. His mother, Mary Trump, was a kind and caring woman. Donald grew up in a big house with his siblings, and they had a happy childhood. As a child, Donald was energetic and full of life. He loved to play sports and was very competitive. He always wanted to win and be the best. His parents encouraged him to work hard and achieve his goals. They taught him the importance of determination and perseverance. Donald attended the Q Forest School in Queens. He was a good student but sometimes got into trouble for being too energetic. His parents decided to send him to the New York Military Academy when he was 13 years old. They believed that the discipline and structure of the academy would help him channel his energy in a positive way. At the military academy, Donald excelled in both academics and sports. He was a natural leader and became the captain of the baseball team. He learned the value of hard work, discipline, and teamwork. These lessons would stay with him throughout his life. Donald had big dreams from a young age. He admired his father's success in real estate and wanted to follow in his footsteps. He was determined to make a name for himself and achieve great things. His early life was filled with lessons and experiences that shaped his future. After graduating from the New York Military Academy, Donald Trump attended Fordham University in the Bronx. He studied there for 2 years before transferring to the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. Wharton was known for its excellent business program, and Donald wanted to learn everything he could about real estate and finance. At Wharton, Donald worked hard and excelled in his studies. He was determined to gain the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the business world. He graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics. Armed with his education, he was ready to join the family business and make his mark. Donald started working for his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son. The company focused on building and managing rental housing in New York City. Donald learned the ropes of the real estate business from his father. He was eager to take on new challenges and expand the company's reach. In the early years of his career, Donald worked on various projects, including renovating old buildings and constructing new ones. He quickly gained a reputation for being ambitious and hardworking. He was not afraid to take risks and pursue big opportunities. One of Donald's first major projects was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel in Manhattan. The hotel was in poor condition and losing money. Donald saw potential in the property and convinced his father to invest in it. He also secured financing from banks and negotiated tax breaks from the city. The project was a huge success, and the hotel was transformed into the Grand Hyatt, a luxurious and profitable property. Donald continued to take on ambitious projects and expand the family's real estate empire. He developed a keen eye for identifying opportunities and turning them into successful ventures. His early career was marked by determination, hard work, and a drive to succeed. Donald Trump's education and early career laid the foundation for his future success. He learned valuable lessons from his father and gained the knowledge and skills needed to thrive in the competitive world of real estate. His ambition and determination set him on a path to greatness. Donald Trump's success in real estate continued to grow as he took on bigger and more ambitious projects. He was determined to build a real estate empire and make a name for himself in the industry. In the 1980s, Donald focused on developing high-profile properties in Manhattan. He believed that New York City was the perfect place to showcase his talents and build his brand. He took on several major projects, including the construction of Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper on Fifth Avenue. The building became an iconic symbol of luxury and success. Trump Tower was a huge success and attracted many high-profile tenants. It featured luxurious apartments, office spaces, and retail stores. The building's success solidified Donald's reputation as a top real estate developer. He continued to develop other high-profile properties, including the Trump Plaza, Trump World Tower, and Trump International Hotel and Tower. Donald also expanded his business interests beyond real estate. He ventured into the world of entertainment and sports. He purchased the New Jersey Generals, a team in the United States Football League, and hosted major boxing matches at his properties. He also opened several casinos in Atlantic City, including the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino and the Trump Taj Mahal. Donald was known for his bold and ambitious approach to business. He was not afraid to take risks and pursue big opportunities. He believed in the power of branding and used his name to market his properties and ventures. The Trump name became synonymous with luxury and success. Despite his many successes, Donald also faced challenges and setbacks. Some of his ventures, including the casinos, faced financial difficulties. However, he remained determined and focused on his goals. He used his resilience and business acumen to navigate through tough times and come out stronger. Donald Trump's journey to building his empire was marked by ambition, hard work, and a drive to succeed. He took on big challenges and pursued his dreams with determination. His success in real estate and other ventures made him a prominent figure in the business world. Donald Trump's journey to success was not without its challenges. In the 1990s, he faced significant financial difficulties that tested his resilience and determination. The real estate market experienced a downturn, and many of Donald's properties, including his casinos in Atlantic City, faced financial troubles. The Trump Organization was heavily in debt, and there were concerns about the company's ability to survive. Donald's personal finances were also affected, and he faced the possibility of bankruptcy. Despite these challenges, Donald remained determined to turn things around. He negotiated with banks and creditors to restructure his debt and keep his businesses afloat. He also made strategic decisions to sell some of his assets and focus on his core real estate ventures. One of Donald's key strategies was to leverage his brand and reputation. He continued to market the Trump name and used it to attract new business opportunities. He also diversified his investments and ventured into new areas, including licensing deals and television. Donald launched the reality TV show The Apprentice in 2004. The show featured contestants competing for a job at the Trump Organization. It became a huge success and showcased Donald's business acumen and leadership skills. The show's catchphrase, "You're fired," became iconic, and Donald's popularity soared. The Apprentice not only boosted Donald's public profile but also provided a new source of income. The success of the show helped him rebuild his financial standing and expand his business ventures. He continued to leverage his brand and explore new opportunities in various industries. Donald Trump's ability to navigate through financial challenges and make successful comebacks demonstrated his resilience and determination. He faced tough times but never gave up on his dreams. His ability to adapt and find new opportunities helped him overcome obstacles and achieve success. Donald Trump's journey was marked by both triumphs and setbacks. His challenges and comebacks showed that with determination and hard work, it is possible to overcome difficulties and achieve great things. His story is an inspiration to never give up, no matter how tough the circumstances. Donald Trump's media presence played a significant role in shaping his public image and expanding his influence. One of the key milestones in this journey was the launch of the reality TV show The Apprentice. The Apprentice premiered in 2004 and quickly became a hit. The show featured contestants competing in various business tasks, with the goal of winning a job at the Trump Organization. Donald served as the host and judge, evaluating the contestants' performance and making the final decision on who would be hired or fired. The show's format was engaging and entertaining. Viewers were drawn to the drama and excitement of the competition. Donald's catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon. The show showcased his business acumen, leadership skills, and larger-than-life personality. The Apprentice not only boosted Donald's public profile but also provided a new platform for him to promote his brand. The success of the show led to several spin-offs, including The Celebrity Apprentice, which featured famous contestants competing for charity. The show's popularity helped solidify Donald's status as a media personality and business mogul. Donald also used his media presence to expand his business ventures. He made guest appearances on various TV shows, gave interviews, and wrote books about his experiences and business philosophy. His books, including The Art of the Deal, became bestsellers and provided insights into his approach to business and success. Donald understood the power of media and used it to his advantage. He leveraged his public image to attract new business opportunities and partnerships. His media presence helped him build a strong and recognizable brand that extended beyond real estate. In addition to television, Donald was active on social media. He used platforms like Twitter to communicate directly with his followers and share his thoughts on various topics. His social media presence allowed him to connect with a wide audience and stay relevant in the public eye. Donald Trump's media presence was a key factor in his success. It helped him build a strong brand, expand his influence, and attract new opportunities. His ability to engage with the public and leverage media platforms showcased his business savvy and charisma. Donald Trump's entry into politics was a significant and bold move. In the early 2000s, he began to express his political views more openly. He appeared on television shows and gave interviews where he discussed his ideas on various issues, including the economy, trade, and immigration. His strong opinions and outspoken nature garnered attention and sparked debates. In June 2015, Donald made a major announcement that would change his life and the political landscape of the United States. He declared his candidacy for the presidency. Standing in the lobby of Trump Tower, he delivered a passionate speech outlining his vision for America. He promised to make America great again, a slogan that would become the rallying cry of his campaign. Donald ran as a Republican candidate. He faced skepticism and criticism from many quarters, but he remained confident and determined. He believed that his business experience and leadership skills made him the right person to lead the country. He promised to bring jobs back to America, secure the borders, and strengthen the economy. Donald conducted an unconventional campaign. He held large rallies where he spoke directly to the people, bypassing traditional media channels. His speeches were fiery and often controversial. He addressed issues that resonated with many Americans who felt left behind by the political establishment. Donald's campaign was marked by its use of social media. He used platforms like Twitter to communicate directly with his supporters and share his thoughts on various issues. His tweets often made headlines and sparked discussions. His ability to connect with people through social media was a key factor in his campaign's success. As the primary season progressed, Donald emerged as the frontrunner in the Republican field. He won primary after primary, defeating seasoned politicians and capturing the attention of the nation. His message of change and his promise to drain the swamp resonated with many voters. In July 2016, Donald Trump officially became the Republican nominee for president. He accepted the nomination at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. His acceptance speech was a powerful moment, and he vowed to work tirelessly to win the election and serve the American people. Donald's entry into politics was marked by his boldness and determination. He challenged the status quo and offered a new vision for the country. His campaign energized many Americans and set the stage for a historic presidential race. The 2016 presidential campaign was a historic and intense battle. Donald Trump faced off against Hillary Clinton, the Democratic nominee. The campaign was marked by its high stakes, dramatic moments, and passionate supporters on both sides. Donald ran a campaign that focused on issues such as immigration, trade, and national security. He promised to build a wall on the southern border, renegotiate trade deals, and put America first. His message resonated with many Americans who felt that their concerns had been ignored by the political establishment. Donald's rallies attracted large crowds. He spoke directly to the people, often bypassing traditional media channels. His speeches were passionate and sometimes controversial. He addressed issues that resonated with his supporters, and his message of change and making America great again struck a chord with many voters. The campaign was also marked by its use of social media. Donald used Twitter to communicate directly with his supporters and share his thoughts on various issues. His tweets often made headlines and sparked discussions. His ability to connect with people through social media was a key factor in his campaign's success. The 2016 election was one of the most closely watched and hotly contested in American history. The debates between Donald and Hillary were intense and drew large audiences. Both candidates presented their visions for the country, and the nation was deeply divided. On November 8, 2016, Americans went to the polls to cast their votes. The results were a surprise to many. Donald Trump won the election, securing the majority of electoral votes. He carried key swing states, including Florida, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. His victory was a historic moment, as he became the first person to be elected president without prior military or government experience. Donald Trump's victory was met with mixed reactions. His supporters celebrated, believing that he would bring much-needed change to the country. His critics were concerned about his policies and leadership style. Despite the divisions, Donald remained determined to fulfill his campaign promises and serve the American people. The 2016 presidential campaign was a defining moment in Donald Trump's life. It showcased his ability to connect with voters and present a compelling vision for the country. His victory was a testament to his determination and the strength of his message. Donald Trump's first term as president was marked by significant achievements, challenges, and controversies. He took office on January 20, 2017, with a promise to make America great again. His presidency brought about many changes and left a lasting impact on the nation. One of Donald's first major actions was to sign executive orders aimed at fulfilling his campaign promises. He focused on issues such as immigration, trade, and deregulation. He signed an order to begin construction of a wall on the southern border and took steps to renegotiate trade deals to benefit American workers. Donald also prioritized tax reform. In December 2017, He signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act into law. The legislation lowered the corporate tax rate and aimed to stimulate economic growth. Supporters praised the tax cuts for boosting the economy, while critics argued that they disproportionately benefited the wealthy. Another major focus of Donald's presidency was appointing federal judges. He successfully nominated and confirmed 3 Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. These appointments shifted the balance of the Supreme Court and had a significant impact on future legal decisions. Donald also took a strong stance on foreign policy. He pursued an America First approach, emphasizing national interests and reducing involvement in international conflicts. He met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in an effort to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. He also moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, a decision that garnered both support and criticism. The COVID-19 pandemic presented one of the biggest challenges of Donald's presidency. The virus spread rapidly, causing widespread illness and death. Donald's administration implemented measures to slow the spread of the virus, including travel restrictions and the development of vaccines. The pandemic had a profound impact on the economy and daily life, and Donald's handling of the crisis was a key issue in the 2020 presidential election. Donald Trump's first term was marked by both achievements and controversies. His policies and leadership style were polarizing, and the nation remained deeply divided. Despite the challenges, he remained focused on his goals and worked to fulfill his campaign promises. After leaving office in January 2021, Donald Trump remained a prominent figure in American politics. His influence and impact continued to shape the political landscape. Donald stayed active on social media, using platforms like Twitter to communicate with his supporters. He continued to voice his opinions on various issues and remained a vocal critic of the Biden administration. His social media presence allowed him to maintain a strong connection with his base and stay relevant in the public eye. In 2021, Donald faced challenges related to the January 6 Capitol riot, where his supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol building. He was impeached by the House of Representatives for incitement of insurrection but was acquitted by the Senate. The event was a significant and contentious moment in his post-presidency. Despite the challenges, Donald remained focused on his political goals. He hinted at a potential run for the presidency in 2024, keeping his supporters and opponents guessing about his future plans. He continued to hold rallies and endorse candidates who shared his vision for America. Donald also focused on building his media empire. He launched a social media platform called Truth Social, aimed at providing a space for free speech and conservative voices. The platform was part of his efforts to counter what he saw as bias in mainstream media and social media companies. Throughout his post-presidency, Donald's influence remained strong within the Republican Party. Many candidates sought his endorsement, and he continued to play a key role in shaping the party's direction. His supporters remained loyal, and his message of America First continued to resonate with many Americans. Donald Trump's post-presidency was marked by continued engagement in politics and efforts to expand his media presence. He remained a polarizing figure, but his influence and impact on American politics were undeniable. His determination to stay active and relevant showcased his resilience and commitment to his vision for the country. As the 2024 presidential election approached, Donald Trump officially announced his candidacy, vowing to make America great again once more. His decision to run for president again energized his supporters and set the stage for a highly anticipated campaign. Donald's campaign focused on issues such as the economy, immigration, and national security. He promised to bring back jobs, secure the borders, and prioritize American interests. His message resonated with many voters who felt that his leadership was needed to address the challenges facing the country. The 2024 campaign was marked by intense competition and high stakes. Donald faced several opponents in the Republican primary but ultimately secured the nomination. His ability to connect with voters and present a compelling vision for the future helped him gain widespread support. Throughout the campaign, Donald held large rallies and used social media to communicate directly with his supporters. His speeches were passionate and focused on his achievements and plans for the future. He promised to restore the economy, strengthen national security, and address key issues such as healthcare and education. The 2024 election was a closely watched and highly contested race. On Election Day, millions of Americans went to the polls to cast their votes. The results were historic, as Donald Trump won the election, securing a second term as president. Donald's victory was met with celebrations from his supporters and renewed determination to fulfill his campaign promises.